Allegiant Stadium in Paradise, Nevada brings us AFC football as the South and the West collide. Out west, fire is lit inside of Allegiant Stadium, the newest addition to the National Football League, as the 2-3 Las Vegas Raiders hit the field, ready to take on Cameron Ward, the #1 overall pick, and the 2-3 Tennessee Titans. Winner gets to 500 for the first time this season, and the loser back down inside of the territory they have known for much too long, stuck under the 3-3 mark. Cam Ward, Geno Smith, the quarterback battle for today, and a taste of Ashton Jeanty in Madden 26 Next Gen as we're underway from Allegiant Stadium. Return taken from the 3-yard line. This is Jack Bech out to the 21, and here comes Geno Smith back at it again under the wing of Pete Carroll this time. Legendary coach, long time for Seattle. Won a Super Bowl with them, brought them to 2 of them. Did some incredible things out on the West Coast, and obviously bringing that back here just to the AFC side of things. Welcome everybody joining me, SM Eggs Off, Jason Green, Chili, everybody else joining throughout. And here we go, game 2 of 2 underway. 3 tight ends set to kick us off as Geno under center, Ashton Jeanty standing there menacingly. Geno on the quick fire, it is caught by Jakobi Meyers, as will meet the Raiders starting offense as Meyers already down, grabbing at his chest. So the Raiders are -1. But the starting lineup rolled out there: Geno Smith, Ashton Jeanty, Zamir White, Jakobi Meyers, Trey Tucker, Jack Bech, Brock Bowers, and Michael Mayer. Looks like they're minus Jakobi Meyers for at least a play here. Unfortunately, on the very first play of the game, he goes down there grabbing at the left side of his chest. Raiders going to have to make do without 16. Handoff goes to Jeanty as he cuts upfield and will pick up just a yard. What up, Sid? So are you? Brock Bowers going to put on a show. We'll see if he can recreate last week. And the week before that, he had a terrific game against Chicago, and the heartbreaking loss down the stretch there for the Las Vegas Raiders. Came down to the very last couple of plays there, and their home loss to Chicago. Bech is in motion on a 3rd and 2. Geno Smith steps up in the pocket, has all day and delivers a completion. And it is to the rookie, Jack Bech, right across the face of the field. Time to meet the starting Tennessee defense. Sebastian Joseph Day, Jeffrey Simmons, Devondre Sweat, Keandre Coburn on the defensive line. Tremont Jones, Cody Martin, Otis Reese, Arden Key at linebacker. L'Jarius Sneed, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., and Roger McCreary at corner. Amani Hooker and Xavier Woods make it up the safeties. That is your starting Tennessee Titan defense. Raiders pick up the opening first down here at home. Single back again. Handoff is fake to Jeanty. Geno up the play action. Barely got rid of that one. Just in the nick of time before that Tennessee pass rush crashed on him. Titans last week blown out of the water. I guess I did kind of tell a bit of a white lie there. They have been at 500 twice this season, 1-1 and 2-2. Last week, though, not the case. Blown out 41-14 in Arizona. Kyler Murray had his way with that Titan defense, and of course the offensive line couldn't hold up either. As Bowers gets going here in the open field, it's a 2-yard check down in the flat. Ball up to the 39-yard line. Pick'em split for tonight's game, a very close 17-14 in favor of the Raiders. Probably as tight as it has been in quite a while. What up, John Zelli? Raiders facing their second 3rd down of the game. And again, Ashton Jeanty ready to wreak havoc. There'll be an extra blocker for Geno, who fires to the sideline, and Meyers off the bench, returning from injury and finding the first down. Raiders to midfield. How we feeling about Danny Dimes getting the starting job again? I can't believe it, man. I cannot believe it. How did the Colts end up with Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones as their only 2 options? Sam Ehlinger's not that good? Come on now, really? First and set again. Here goes Smith. Play action again. This time he is sacked. James Williams Sr. with an 8-yard loss. Got the Raiders 24-21. Fair prediction. Should be relatively closer than our previous game today. Tampa Bay got the 34-9 routing of the San Francisco 49ers. Both teams now 3-3 on the season. Buccaneers going to be battling for first place in the tight NFC South. If the Saints lose and the Falcons tie, we will have a completely 500 NFC South to end the Sim season. Second down and 18. And the handoff this time does go to Genty up the middle. And he's hit by Williams. It's a 1-yard pickup. But yet another welcome to the NFL rookie moment for Ashton Genty. Really bet their future on Anthony Richardson? I guess, man. But like, high risk, high reward, I just don't agree with the reward being that high anyway. Third down of the drive. Dante Thornton Jr. is in motion this time as Gino backpedals, fires downfield, pass is caught, and the first down is secured. And Arden Key, the linebacker, goes down with injury. Two birds with one stone there. On the negative side of things for Tennessee, they cough up a 3rd and 17 and lose a star linebacker in the making. Might end up with Kirk Cousins. That is a good take. Didn't really think about that. Yeah, certainly a possibility. Aiden O'Connell was on the market too, right? I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't throw him out there. Not to say he's great, but it is what it is. What up, LaShawn already? Gino and the Raiders on the prowl here offensively. Handoff goes to Genty. Spin move, and there he goes. That's his first down of week 6. Boy, this kid's going to put on a show tonight. 13-yard pickup on his 3rd carry. Do not let 2 hit loose. Let me tell you that much. The Genty spin is one of a kind. Cannot wait to see a spin move into a hurdle, into a stiff arm, into a touchdown. You know it's coming. Genty now a receiver this time, shifts a little bit. For a snap as Gino finds him down the middle. He's got the first down receiving on all cylinders. Things you'd love to see. What up, TCU gamer boy? Out on Osorio. Ashton Genty going to be a baller with Pete Carroll too as a mentor. This offense, I've got to be honest, it's going to be pretty good. The defense though should be better. Got to imagine the 12th man mentality follows the old coaching style. Pete Carroll as Gino takes a design quarterback run, and that was designed for failure. Loss of 3. Tackle made at the 15-yard line. Tennessee starting to get some leverage on the defensive end. Only a matter of time now before we see the #1 overall pick in action for the second time in Madden 26. Some more of Ashton Genty, though, first. As he lines up 7 yards behind the line, Gino steps, fires, pass caught, and that is a pickup of 10. 3rd and 3 coming up. Bowers balls out tonight. Damian might run away with week 6. He's having a great week. He is doing pretty terrific. Said it before, say it again. I think the 4th place team in the AFC West has 7+ wins. I can see it. Ultra competitive division. Heavy pass rush looking like it's coming from Tennessee as Gino goes end zone, overshoots Genty. And he is not the 6'6" tight end, Brock Bowers. That is usually in and around that position. And so 4th and 3, what do the Raiders do here? We will see. They are going to go ahead and kick a chip shot. Daniel Carlson, 23 yards away, looking to open up the scoring. Kick up, and good. Raiders go 5.5 minutes and come away with just a field goal after a long drive with a handful of 3rd down conversions. Got the 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8, and 3rd and 17. Couldn't convert the 3rd and 3, though, inside the 10. How about that? 4:38 left to go. Cameron Ward will take over. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, though. The AFC West is probably on the radar to be the most competitive division in football. I know the NFC North is obviously the top of the table in that conversation, but I think the West is very underrated in that discussion. As Tennessee getting going here, Cam Ward going to have some good starting field position out to the 31-yard line. It was a nightmarish game last week against Arizona. Cam Ward sacked 6 times in the opening half alone, and the Tennessee offense left in the dust as their defense was left out there to dry due to lack of possession. See if Tennessee's offensive line locked it in practice this week. As Ward from under center, hands off to Pollard. Hits the top, and he'll pick up a handful here. That goes for 6. All right, TCU. Trying to get these doubleheaders in before I head back to school. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to be working on some summer class work that I got to wrap up in the next couple of days, and that's that. There is that. Here goes the handoff up the middle. Tony Pollard brings out the spin move, and he shows Ashton Shensi another first down carry. Thing of beauty there from 20. We'll meet the Titan offense for today. Cam Ward, Tony Pollard, Tyjae Spears, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, Traylon Burks is out for the season now, so shoes to be filled there. Chigo Conquo and Josh Wiley make up the starting Tennessee Titan offense minus the offensive line. As the black hole in deep here. Ward off the play action. Well protected. Sets and fires. That pass is caught through traffic. And it's Van Jefferson, the former Los Angeles Ram. And it looks like he'll be the one to fill shoes. 24 to be the most stacked running back free agency? Absolutely. I'm up at Baldwin Wallace, Northeast Ohio. Pretty close to Cleveland. I formation here for Cam Ward. He is going to fake the handoff again. It's play action. Sidearm pass to a sideline, and it's Tyler Lockett's turn. That's a 15-yard pickup. Another Raider first down, or a Titan first down, I should say. Cam Ward looking miles more comfortable this week than last. See if he can keep that up just outside the red zone. Tennessee looking to capture their opening lead here on the road. Play clock down to 14. Handoff goes to Pollard. Good block out in front. Wasn't enough, though, to stop Jermaine Pratt as we will meet the Raider defense. Max Crosby, Malcolm Kuntz, Christian Wilkins no longer with the team due to some personal conduct issues. Adam Butler is the other defensive tackle. Devin White, Landon Roberts, Tommy Eichenberg, Jacorian Bennett, Eric Stokes, Darnay Holmes, Jeremy Chin, and Isaiah Palomalu make up the starting Raider defense. Pollard again up the middle. This time he will pick up nothing. Thwarted at the line of scrimmage. What up, Leon Trey? Into the final 2 minutes of the opening quarter. It is 3rd and 9 for this Titan offense. And the Raider fans starting to get loud here on their opening defensive possession. Just 3 black jerseys this time on the line of scrimmage. Max Crosby left one-on-one. Pass going up top, caught by Okonkwo. Turns around, perfect timing. And it'll be a first down, gain of 12 to the 11-yard line. That is a timing play right there. That only gets perfected with consistency and intelligence. Going to push Cam Ward back to an empty pocket on 1st and 10. High snap, collected. Down the middle he goes, pass caught at the 1. It's Lockett as Adam Butler, the defensive tackle, goes down, grabbing on the inside of his shoulder right there. And another injury. That is our 3rd of the game. We are still in the first quarter. Hoots turned the sliders up. Max is with 2 X's in his birthday, I do believe. I'm actually not sure if that's, hang on, Max Crosby name. It might not be. No, it is 2 X's. Max Robert Crosby. His birthday is in 3 days. How about that? 1st and goal from the half-yard line. Tyjae Spears checks in, and on his opening touch, he's shut down. Just about a foot short. What up, Stewie Drew? Hardly shut out from the end zone, but not there. Raider defense trying to stand tall. Can they once more? Spears exits. Pollard enters. Right side handoff, and Crosby's on it this time. Loss of a yard. Offensive line starting to crumble. When it's mattering most, we'll have a 3rd and goal at the 2. This child will tackle man, name of Max, obviously. Mad Max, you just had to have that in the back of your head. Raiders again showing blitz on a 3rd and goal. Okonkwo in motion. Play action caught by Lockett, shut down again. And at the end of one, it's the Raiders 3, the Titans nothing. A decision to be made on a 4th and goal at the 3 when we come back. Great game so far, you know. It has been quite entertaining. See if the Titans select to tie the game with a Nick Folk chip shot. That is the decision that they go with. So this is Joey Sly, actually. My apologies. Thinking about the Patriots kicker. As Sly's kick is up, and it's good. And we are all square at 3 apiece after each team's starting drive. Well, we got a lot of people in here, despite what the number says. I feel like we got a lot more than 10 in here. Would appreciate if everybody could drop a like down below in this one. And if anybody would like to know who they had in their Week 6 pick'em, let me know. I can try to get that information to you as soon as possible. Now every kick is almost blocked. I do kind of like that. There are some that, you know, are rather unpressured. I feel like the Raider field goal really didn't have a lot of pressure in it. But it does happen from time to time as the Raiders take back over. All tied up, and what a hit at the 25. Tyjae Spears playing a bit of defense. Wow. I got to take a look at that again. It was Tyjae Spears, wasn't it? Holy cow. A running back on coverage. I'm here for it. Raiders take over at the 25. Knotted up once again. Single back for the Raiders. Expect a whole lot of this look this season with this guy running the football. Ashton Jeanty will lose a yard that time. Jeffrey Simmons with the tackle behind the line. I mentioned this yesterday. It's not going to be playing Hawaii and UNLV every week. These are the best of the best from the best in college football. That's just the way it is. And the running room and gaps are not going to be what they used to be. Jeanty, though, a first-round running back, not going to happen a lot more in your lifetime. Pass downfield, intercepted. Geno Smith went for it all, and it's picked off by Xavier Woods. And that is the opening interception of the day. Geno throws on the run, and a really nice turn of the ball there from Xavier Woods. Able to get into position before Jack Besh was. That was nice. That's like a realistic type of interception, you know. One-on-one ball, the receiver doesn't turn in time. Safety makes a nice cut on it. I like that. Some realism. Ward back to business here. Short break in between possessions as Pollard goes right side and hits the up top. They'll pick up 6. Knocked out of bounds at the 45-yard line. As Geno talking to his guys on the field, most of which, if not all, are defenders. Obviously, he's not happy about something. Not sure why he's complaining to those guys. It's not his offensive line, nor is it Jack Besh. Max Crosby, though, in his element. As Ward goes play action. Sets and fires open again. Tyler Lockett. Sneaky guy down the middle. His entire career has been smart enough to always slide down and not take egregious hits. No wonder he's maintained such an elongated career as opposed to other star receivers that end up leaving early due to concussions or something otherwise. Chris Olave in the future should consider, by the way. Handoff goes to Calvin Ridley. His opening touch is a rush. And it goes for just a yard to the Raider 47-yard line. Titans eyeing their opening lead this week. Raiders last week got the win over Indianapolis. Big upset there on the road. And a one-score game came down again to the final possession. Colts ran out of time, though. Mismanaged clock like a whole lot of other teams in Week 5. Handoff to Pollard again, and this time he is met at the line. And let's see who this is. Looks like Johnson there on the tackle. And the Raiders will try to make another third down stand. Lined again around the 37.5-yard line for Cam Ward. Delayed four-man rush. Ward steps up. Crosby giving chase. Ward going to take off and get there. Needed 9, got 9. It's a Titan first down. Terrific effort. 10th pick of the fantasy draft. Kind of hard to tell. I would eye a wide receiver if I were in round 1. but maybe at pick 10 it's not bad. Pollard again up the middle, and he's trying to make guys miss. Unsuccessful. He'll take 5 on his 8th carry. Wow, they got the wrinkles on Pete Carroll and everything. Pete Carroll's the kind of guy to live to 120 years old. Still walking, still talking, and probably still coaching football. Wouldn't shock me. So long as he's chewing gum, he's living life. Ward again from under center, 2nd and 5, steps up and tries to take off. Lost the football! Scooped up by the Raiders, and the turnover is repaid. Is that Lecky Fotu? Yes, it is. Channel legend, Lecky Fotu. Oh, I love it. Arizona Cardinal legend scoops up the fumble. Forced. And the big fella gets going down low. Cam Ward act nonchalant? I have no idea. Maybe he acts so nonchalant I don't even know that he acts. Who knows? Crucial turnover though. Titans were well within field goal range there. Turnover-prone teams early on. We've seen a lot of quarterback miscues between the two of these teams early on. Expected a lot from the Titans. Maybe not so much the Raiders with a veteran, so to speak, in Geno Smith. But now he's got a lot more help. Ashton Jency up the middle. Breaks the opening tackle. Did that so much in college. It takes 2 or 3 guys to bring him down. Not just one. He'll pick up 4. Nakua or Mike Evans? I think Evans would probably be a kind of guy I would draft and then trade after like week 4. Not sure if I'd take Nakua either with Devontae Adams in LA anymore either. 2nd and 6, Geno from the pistol. Extra blitzer coming late. Geno hit as he fires, and he delivers. Complete to the sideline. That is a first down of equality. Titans get the hit. Geno gets the first down. Each team gets a victory, I suppose, in the end there. Geno facing that wear and tear. Aiden O'Connell might need to call up his Bowers with a very uncharacteristic drop right there. Pass was slightly behind him, but for another guy taken in the opening round, and the best tight end to come out of Georgia in quite some time, that really should be a catch. Rare drop out of 89. Set a whole lot of records in his rookie season. Raiders excited to have him back as Geno took it himself and lost a yard. Going backwards again. Well, that's where the top fans thing no longer shows up next to names. It's just its own category. That's interesting. Very interesting. 5 to go in the second quarter now. And Geno going to go from the empty. Likes to take his deep shots on these 3rd and longs, essentially an arm punt. If it doesn't work out this time, though, to a sideline or around the area, Bowers loses 1. L'Jarius Sneed, the Kansas City Chief, with the tackle. Almost was a big sack there from Draymond Jones, former Denver Bronco. Going to wind up a punt, though, coming up here from A.J. Cole in a very good spot to pin Tennessee inside of their own red zone. Good kick, almost got blocked. And a fair catch signaled for. This is a booming ball, and it barely trickles into the end zone. What a kick. Thing of beauty. 4:28 left to go now. Tennessee trying to break our 3-3 tie here. See if they can. Ball going to be moved out to the 20-yard line. And so, here comes the number 1 overall pick once again. Ward under center. Bootleg, right side, caught by Josh Wiley, the backup tight end. That's an 8-yard catch and run up to the 28-yard line. Reading some soccer news right now. Trying to figure out Alexander Isak of Newcastle, where he might be going. Staying with Newcastle, apparently. That's a very rational decision. Handoff goes to Pollard, and he is going to go backwards a yard there. Lonnie Johnson makes the tackle. 3rd and 3. If it weren't for Tracy, would have had a very solid week. Yeah. You always have one of the bunch. Mine was Kate Otten, unfortunately. 3rd and 3. Raiders rush 4. Ward rolling left, fires that direction. Caught on the sideline. First down secured by Pollard. Had to make a whole lot of movements in such a little window of time. And he is able to catch, turn, and gain. Just enough. Is Brian Robinson getting traded? Really? I don't know. First and 10 again, this time at the 30. Ward off the play action. Quick fire into a hospital ball. Tyler Lockett takes a rare big hit in his illustrious career. .313 left after the incompletion. This time Pollard to Ward's left side. Again, doesn't see the football until the check down, which is caught. And it gains nothing. Lecky Fotu there, helping out on the tackle. Combining with Landon Roberts. Also, want to mention there are numerous thunderstorms in the area, so they've been surrounding my house for hours here. And it seems they're looming back. So if I spontaneously disappear, you know why. Ward on 3rd and 10 again. Pressure coming as he steps up and he's hit. Football goes backwards, but it was a forward pass. Off the helmet of one of his teammates. That was about as close as it gets. Wow. That Raider pass rush is not a joke. As they will retake the football. This is Johnny Hecker on the punt for Tennessee, as he will boot this one away safely from his own 20. And a fair catch called for at the 27-yard line by Dante Thornton Jr., I believe. Is that Trey Tucker that's one? Trey Tucker number. He might be number 1 now. Yeah, went from 11 to 1. Dante Thornton Jr. is 10. That's right. That does make sense. Robinson should go somewhere else. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that whole Commander offense right now. Lots of question marks looming large as Chino again takes it himself and loses a yard. Just hand the football off to Genti, man. That's all you got to do. He had room to run right there. Unfortunate. Should take us near the 2-minute warning. Not quite 2, though. Raiders have the option to snap it one more time. And look at this formation. Play action from Chino. And he'll check it down. All that for 2 yards. What in the world? I'm shocked that's even a legal formation. A legal formation, I should say, not illegal. That was something. From the 2-minute warning, though, Chino with the pocket breaking down, hit, and he throws an incompletion. 3 and out for the Raiders. Most realistic Titans-Raiders game. This guy gets it. Whoever said Madden wasn't realistic. I mean, most of the time it's not. But this time, a rare case where they got it right. A.J. Cole will boot this one away. And Tennessee will have a 2-minute drill just before the break. Fair catch will not be called for. Return from the 28, or 25 to the 26. 1-yard return. That time. $150, all 3 timeouts for Cam Ward to work with. 17 people in chat. Would appreciate it if everybody could drop a like down below. Was pleasantly surprised to see how well the last stream did. Got up to 15 for a 3 o'clock kickoff. How about that? Things you love to see. Cameron Ward now with a minute 50. And all 3 timeouts begins to Tyler Lockett. And his 5th catch goes for 6. Tennessee trying to move their offense into field goal range without turning it over. Cam Ward with the fumble. Geno Smith with the interception earlier in the second quarter. So both teams even on the scoreboard and in the turnover department. Titans, though, try to break one of those 2. And guess what happens? Interception. Max Crosby. Well, the tie was broken. I didn't say which one. And you can answer that now. Crosby in coverage. A rare sight to see as Cam Ward tried to float it over the big fella. Can't account for the size of that defensive edge rusher. Raiders take over 32 yards away from a touchdown. Max Crosby in coverage. Things that just happen for no reason. Titans turn it over in just 2 plays, and so first and 10. Here goes Smith to a sideline, knocked away. Defense is of the essence. Roger McCreary with a big swat there. What up, JJJ? D-line, INT, yes sir, baby. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, like a big man interception. My favorite thing ever, perhaps. Second and 10 from the 32. Trey Tucker in motion. Little screen pass goes his way. Chenty throws a block, but one man to beat. And he was left unbeaten. Jarvis Brownlee Jr. makes the open field tackle. 1 yard pickup there. And a good wrap up from the corner. Into the final minute now of the opening half. And despite how low scoring this game has been, I have been entertained actually for the majority of it. A couple of stalled 3 and outs that were rather boring, but there's some excitement right down the middle. It's first and goal. Geno Smith again delivers. Goal to go at the 9 yard line. As the Raiders again finding success in their pass game as of late. I'm not opposed to it. Trying to see who that is. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Looked like Jack Besh there. Hand off to Chenty. Right side he goes, trying to break away to the exterior. It somehow turns that into a 4 yard pickup. Timeout number 2 taken by the Raiders. SM Souls another turnover. Easy to spell turnover. Yeah, there's been as many turnovers as you see points for each team. That is hilarious. I love it though. Football games like this, ugly games, I don't mind from time to time, especially if the defense is pretty, which it has been. Second and goal. Smith steps up, fires, end zone, incomplete. Bowers had 2 hands on it again. Roger McCreary is the one to defend against it. Defense does has to eat too. This would be the 3rd goal line stand of the game. 1 for each team thus far. Can Tennessee produce their 2nd? Time will tell after this one. 3rd and goal from the 5. Jack Besh one-on-one down below as Trey Tucker is in motion. Smith down the middle. Pass is caught through traffic, and Tucker is in. Touchdown, Raiders. End zone is found, and it took almost an entire 20 minutes. 19 minutes, 24 seconds later, we have our opening touchdown. I kind of like that, though. As long as Besh doesn't go too far down the field, it won't draw offensive pass interference, but any human being would jump away from immediate contacts. Carlson on for the extra point. And almost blocked off the edge again. It's up and good, though. Nearly had number 2. Would have been back-to-back games with a blocked kick. That's another thing, too. The more punts there are in this game, the more of a chance we have at a blocked punt. So, again, something I'd love to see. I'm not opposed to. The next thing we got to check off, though, is a blocked kick return for a score. I don't care if it's an extra point return for a 2-point conversion. I don't care if it's a field goal for a touchdown. Whatever works. What up, Trey? What up, A-Rod? Boy, Trey Tucker back. There he is. Would have been a wild way to go 9-3. Yes, it would be. Here comes the return up to the 23-yard line. 9-3. That would be the most Raiders-Titans way to get to 9-3, though. Let's be real. That's definitely something I can see both of these teams doing. And so, with 33 seconds at all 3 timeouts, we will see if the Titans want to try to cook something up here. Obviously, a choice that they are able to make based on what type of play we see here. Cameron Ward from the empty, first down at 10. Can he find somebody open? Yes. Move made in the open field. Beautiful from Van Jefferson. He'll pick up 6 and a timeout taken by the Titans. They do want to try to get into field goal range of Joey Sly. I like it. Why not give the kicker a chance to boot? May as well. 27 seconds to go here. Crowd still into it just before halftime. Ward on 2nd and 4, steps up, throws on the run to a sideline. It's Okonkwo, and he climbs the imaginary ladder. And he got out of bounds as well. That is significant. What a play. How about that? That'll get the job done in more departments than one. Ward again up to the 46-yard line. A surprisingly efficient drive here, despite limited time. Ward back down the middle. Okonkwo again. Back-to-back first down receptions. And the second Titan timeout. Will be 59 yards away here from Joey Sly. Is Crosby still in coverage? You know, this problem was supposed to be fixed with, yeah, he is. With the nose tackle, like, different, you know what I mean? Like, they added new positions this Madden. But I guess not. So that's cool. Ward again on 1st and 10. Steps up on away from Adam Butler. Checks it down. Dangerous. Landon Roberts there. All over. Chig Okonkwo. We were about to have a huge thunderclap. I can already tell. That lightning was insane. Through my blinds and through my curtains. There it is. Not sure if that got caught on the mic or not. That was loud. You just knew it was coming too. 2nd and 10, 12 seconds on the clock. Titans again have one timeout remaining. Ward steps up, takes off, and they'll have to use it here. Not a very wise decision from the youngster. Should get Joey Sly just about into range. What do I know, Heron? Probably not going to kick my Wi-Fi off. It'd cut my power before anything else. Well, that's certainly a possibility. Would not shock me if that were the case. Joey Sly coming on now to attempt a 55-yarder with 7 on the game clock. Kick on the way, and it's good. Tennessee closes the gap to 4 just before halftime. Beautiful kick there from Sly. That was good from 60. All right. Longest field goal of the week. Bingo. 4-point game at halftime. I'm loving this game. I actually am thoroughly entertained. Two teams that obviously struggled a ton last year and are trying to make a mark around their division. See what happens. All right, Trey, let me bring up your pick. I don't remember your record. I think you're 6-2. The Browns got the win last night, so that should knock it down a game, I believe. As Sly kicks off to a touchback, Cheeto Smith has a chance at a heave. Well, you are now 6-3 with the Bucs taking down your Niners earlier, and you have Tennessee in this one. So not a good couple of games for you. What up next to Demon? Brock Bowers has had a lot of drops this game, not going to lie. Has not been his best work. The live poll is out now a little bit early. Get your votes in now before it's too late. Smith on 1st and 10. Sets his feet, goes deep downfield to his sideline. It's caught by Besh, and that'll take us to the break. Titans 6, Raiders 10 at the end of the second quarter. And right back to it we go. What was I going to take a look at here? I guess my pick him, because I don't know who I have for this one. I believe I was the first submission. No, I got beat to it. I didn't forget to fill mine on that. I was number 4 this week. What is my record now? 1-1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5. As the second half is underway, with a return out to the 27. 5-2, 5-3, 5-4. I'm 5-4. Okay, that's unfortunate. I picked the Steelers to beat the Browns. Yeah, that'll happen. There was no reason for me to pick the Browns, in all honesty. Didn't have much of an incentive there. 9:57. Ward under center to open up our second half here. Tight contest with the opening 20. Ward up the play action, goes sidearm, and it's caught by Chig Okonkwo. Both these teams at 2-3, quite different stories. Tennessee has had ups and downs this year. With a blowout loss against the Cardinals the week before that, though. Shootout win in Houston, 42-35. Very important win there on the road in the division as well. Meanwhile, the Raiders have kept almost every game close. Lost week 1 in overtime due to bad time management. And some could argue they have done the same in all their losses this season, as Ward almost evaded the sack. But he's taken down in due time for about no gain on the play. I'm not even sure that's registered as a sack, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure. Cam Moore, though, hoping to ensure a Titan first down on 3rd and 7. Plenty of time, finds the open man. Somehow Van Jefferson comes away with first down yardage. How in the world? I have no idea how Van Jefferson caught that football. Interesting. Yeah, Arturo missing his last chance. I know he would love to see his Raiders get to 3-3. They have a great chance to. I even hyped up this matchup for him last week. I told him, hey, you play the former worst team in football. You have a legit chance. I don't know, maybe he'll tune in later. As the third quarter gets up and running, Chico Cockwell was in motion. Handoff goes to Tony Pollard as he tried to break the first tackle. He'll lose a yard there. Landon Roberts again doing terrific things there at linebacker. Can't forget Jermaine Pratt as well as a key piece to this defense. Picked up from Cincinnati this offseason. He's trying to break out and be another terrific Raider linebacker. Can't forget what Robert Spillane did in his time over here in Vegas. Rewrote himself as a linebacker entirely. Physical inside linebacker. Check down to Lockett. Wow. Wow. That is actually awesome. That is wide receiver DNA right there, if I have ever seen it. That's really cool, actually. I'm going to anticipate that was only because Tyler Lockett caught the football and no other receiver would have done that. I like that. Wow. Ward on 3rd and 4. Crosby trying to break through. High ball caught again. It's Lockett. Throws his defender down inside the 40 as he completes back-to-back catches. That was very cool, actually. I did not imagine that they would go at that in depth to make Tyler Lockett dive down to safety. Who would have thought? Some Madden developers might know ball. Single back again. This long Titan possession continues. Ward goes outside. It's Okakwo. And it's 3 yards secure. Well, the more the football's in bounds, I guess, the more that it happens. Chuck not Lockett DNA. I mean, if he's running stride for stride with the defender, he's not going to go down. So I think it's somewhat realistic. But again, a head-on collision, he's avoiding that at all costs. 2nd and 7. Deep drop back for Ward and a deep ball to accompany it. It's Lockett. 13 yards gain and a Titan first down. What a snag from Tyler Lockett. How about that? One heck of a ball right there. Don't forget, tomorrow we got the Bengals-Packers coming up at noon. Patriots-Saints is the nightcapper. Should be a terrific one there as Pollard breaking some ankles and decided to go inside rather than out. And he'll pick up 3. I like that. That's what's coming up tomorrow. Thursday night brings us the Sunday night, Monday night doubleheader. Lions-Chiefs at noon Eastern and Bills-Falcons at 8 p.m. And then Friday night, our season wrap-up stream, Bears-Commanders at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Ward again, steps up, complete. No, it's dropped. Max Crosby again in coverage, because why not? I don't understand it. He is not a linebacker, EA Sports. Not sure why that is even written into his player DNA. Poor choice there from the Madden developers. But again, what can I do about it? Ward on a 3rd and 7. Steps up, fires on the run. Lofted ball, back of the end zone. Josh Wiley. Touchdown. The Titans take the lead with a leap. Height mismatch in the back quarter. Jermaine Pratt on Josh Wiley. And that is a candidate for You Got Mossed. What a catch. Bears Commanders to end the season is the perfect script. Unironically, did not even write it that way. I guess that would be ironically, technically. Yeah. Rookie QB saves the day. I'd argue it's the veteran backup tight end that really saved it. Doesn't matter who did it, though. What a play. Nonetheless, as the point after from Sly up and good, Tennessee snatches their first lead 5 minutes in to the second half. How about that? Midway point of the third quarter already. Raiders have a little bit of a hole to climb out of here. If they want to try to find a winning recipe. Geno Smith, of course, has not really delivered said recipe like at all. With his turnover-prone passing downfield, it has certainly seen better days. Return from the Raiders is a good one. Out across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's a steal ball to the back of the end zone. Actually caught, yeah, I'd agree. Maybe not the player I thought it would happen for, but hey. A win's a win, I guess, in that department again. Will not be complaining too hard and hefty about that at the end of the day. Raider offense back to work. As the handoff goes to Ashton Jeanty, hits the second level, and there goes two down the sideline, tracked down inside the 20. He can fly in the open field. Just in time for Arturo to check in. All good, man. You show up at Ashton Jeanty, breaks away for the largest gain of the game. What a carry from the rookie. Standing tall again. Like the boogeyman, play action pass outside. It's caught by Bowers, but it's not going to mean much. It's coming back. Oh, I did not expect that. Thoroughly expected an illegal man downfield, but offensive pass interference will set him back even more. It'll be 1st and 20. For every good action of the Raiders offense, there's an equal and opposite setback. 1st and 20 now for Geno. Check down, caught by Bowers, gets back the penalty yardage. It's the 10-yard pickup. Jeanty gives stand-up backs. I love it, dude. It's so menacing. It is awesome. One of my favorite features in the game. 2nd and 10 now at the 17. Raiders in at least a place to tie the game. But Ashton Jeanty once more. Left side open field, picks up 5. Averaging over 10 yards a carry. This is why they drafted him in the first round. I was kind of hoping the Browns would take him at 5th overall. Not going to lie to you, that would have been a nasty little backfield. Is what it is, though. Brock Bowers in the slot. Geno from the empty. High snap on 3rd and 5. Smith throws on the run. Fires end zone. Touchdown number 2. Trey Tucker. And the Raiders back on top. Whole different offensive ball game. Each team takes their opening drive of the third quarter the distance for 6. I am loving it. We go from a defensive masterclass with 3 first-half turnovers to the lights being turned on here in Vegas. How about it? Raiders back ahead by 3 pending the extra point here from Carlson. It will be 4. As he is looking for a good snap, good hold. Limited kick rush there. And the point after up and good. Raiders go 4 plays, 70 yards, all set up by the big bursting run of Ashton Jeanty. Want to go back and see how long that was. He was running for a while. That was a 52-yard monster rush from Ashton Jeanty. 3:15 to go now in the third quarter. I also have the Raiders tonight, I believe. Where is this game? Yep. I am also on the Raiders for this one. Close game, though. 17-14 is what I said, I'm pretty sure. Very close. Tennessee will return again as their special teams doesn't deliver very much excitement there. Out to just the 23. Yeah, 17-14 in favor of the Raiders tonight. So not a whole lot going there in terms of home favoritism. A little bit shocking. Thought there might be a bit more, but it appears not. Not this time. And so the Titans take it over. Second lead change of this one, and Max Crosby gets to the rookie. 7-yard sack. Well, he had the interception earlier, and Max Crosby just adding to his statistics today. Having a heck of a game here at home. Mad Max going bonkers. Loving it, though. Taking a look at our live poll, only 9 votes in, 67% in favor of the Raiders. As the Black Hole showing blitz again on 2nd and 17. Pass down the middle, caught by Okonkwo through the seams. Good look there from the rookie. 13 picked up on 2nd and 17, I should say. 3rd and 4 is the result. 6-7, I did say that unintentionally, actually. Whoopsies. My bad. 3rd and 4 Raider fans on their feet here at Allegiant Stadium. Chig Okonkwo been the main man today for Cam Ward in motion. As Ward hit as he throws, it's complete. Lock it again. To the 35-yard line. There is Pete Carroll. I promised you he'd be here this week. I told you it would happen. Madden 26 rolls out the red carpet for the newlywed head coaches. And again, Tennessee's drive somehow goes on. Crosby working one-on-one. Cam Ward going deep, double coverage. What a ball from Ward! Calvin Ridley with a narrow window, and the rookie sticks it in there. That is a pickup of 42 yards plus the 15. That is a 57-yard ball from Cam Ward. What a pass. Might be the throw of the week. Unbelievable. Raiders getting a bit fried there in coverage. Looking for another goal line stand here. 1st and goal from the 8. And of course, Cam Ward wants the football. End zone, it's caught, and that's a touchdown. Reward the man that set it up. Titans back ahead, Calvin Ridley. These two connecting on all fronts. Breaks loose there to the sideline. 2 feet down, that's 6. What a game we got going here. I'm actually loving this game. It has a little bit of everything. Interceptions, a couple. Fumble, 1. Touchdowns, aplenty in the second half. Defense, a lot in the first. Punts, a ton in the first half. There you go. Thoroughly entertaining game between two teams I expect to compete pretty neck and neck against each other. As the Joey Sly extra point put up and good with no pressure. Titans ahead by a field goal. 3rd lead change of the ball game. Hey, I picked the Raiders, man. You saw how Ashton Jenty's running the football, though. It should be no contest. Listen, there's a reason Cam Ward went number 1 overall. He throws footballs just like that on the regular. That was a nuts throw all the way back at the 35-yard line. You don't even see a lot of veterans dropping the ball in the bucket like that. Thing of beauty. Sly going to kick us off again and get us back underway here in the 3rd quarter. Return taken from the 6-yard line as the Raiders begin a crucial drive at the 28. Ashton Jenty back out to the field once again, looking to reign supreme on this Titan defense. 54-6 on the clock here in the 3rd. See what Pete Carroll, Pistol Pete, is cooking up on the offensive end. Raiders have been outgained by about 75 or so yards here offensively. Ashton Jenty, though, looking to change that. Had to get away from 1 tackle, and he would have been flying down the sideline. Arden Key with an awkward wrap up there. 4-yard pickup for Jenty. Should have time for one more play here in the 3rd quarter. See if it's more Jenty ball or if Chino going to try to take over here. Threw a pretty bad interception in the 2nd quarter. got the turnover fest started here in the opening half. As he steps up, this time it's caught. Shaq Besh will take us to the end of 3. Competition of the highest order here in Vegas. It's the Titans 20, the Raiders 17, winner to 3-3 in the AFC. Fourth quarter is upon us from Paradise, Nevada. I'm excited to see. I smell overtime. We have not had an OT game since week 3. We are due, ladies and gentlemen. We are due. I'm saying this game goes to OT 27-27. Calling it right now. I don't know who's going to win. That's just my prediction to get there. Fourth quarter gets underway with the left side pitch to Ashton Chenty. Gets around Arden Key, breaks a tackle, but Key never gave up on it. 1 yard pickup for Chenty. Get that man a block. Just one. This is a long game, by the way. We have been live for 55 minutes already, and we are just now into the fourth quarter. Last game went by in like an hour. That's no joke. Couple extra big men out there. On 2nd and 9, where is Ashton Chenty going? Hello? Way behind the line. Pass down the middle, caught by Bowers. That one goes for 5. That was more of a distraction than anything else. Thought he was going to go get some water on the sidelines right there. The Titans sideline, mind you. Interesting there from the play call, Big Carroll. Not going to question his authority. Legend of the game, that's for sure. First minute gone by in the fourth. It's Smith again. Steps up, dances left side, high ball, incomplete. Had a couple of those today to Ashton Chenty, where he throws it over his head. And it's 4th and 4 right across the 50. Interesting point of the field. I think the punt's the move here. We'll see, though. Yeah, I have no idea what the play call was there. With Chenty going backwards. A.J. Cole, though, on for the punt. Trying to pin Tennessee. Heading toward the top sideline. Going to land at the 1 and fall into the end zone. Second time now he has landed a punt inside the 5. And it has barely trickled in. Look at Cameron Ward ball. 24 of 29, 272 touchdowns. Did have the interception and did have the fumble. But he has been playing some really good football. And this is why the Titans drafted him. Number 1 overall out of Miami. Tennessee trying to put the finishing touches on an upset win on the road here in Vegas. AFC South wide open, of course, as is the A-gap there for Tony Pollard in a 4-yard pickup. Jacksonville suffering a Monday night loss to the Chiefs. Highlights of that just came out today. Final highlight video of the 2025 sim season. Wow, that was crazy loud thunder. Holy cow. 4-yard pickup there for Pollard. And again, they go jumbo. Handoff goes to 20. Finds a gap and finds the first down. How in the world did that work out? Patience worked out there, I guess. Tony Pollard continues to run the rock well in Madden. Miss my Cade starter jacket from middle school. Peak fashion. That is fire. First and 10 for Cameron Ward. As number 1 hands it off again. This time Crosby and Lecky Fotu combine for the tackle. No gain on the play. It is 2nd and 10. I kind of wish to a degree we would bring back the fashion of the late 90s and early 2000s. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of grew up in like a design brand overtake. Everything's Nike, Under Armour, Adidas nowadays. I don't like that. It's weird. Okakwo in motion, being followed here by Jermaine Pratt. Pump fake his direction. Pass out in front, caught by Lockett. Game IQ from Cam Ward. He knew exactly who would wind up open there, depending on what the defense did. If Pratt bites, he finds Lockett. If he doesn't, he checks it down. That is unbelievable. Heads up play from the quarterback. Back to the single back go the Titans. Hand off to Ward. Now, this is not Ward, this is Pollard. Give it the handoff from Cam Ward. And he'll pick up 2. Had a Cane starter jacket and a Hornets starter jacket. Are we talking the New Orleans Hornets? Because that's fire. That might go crazy. 4 Raiders on the line this time. As Ward drops back, fires the screen. Caught by Pollard. Got some blocking. Makes the man miss, and he's got the first. An 11-yard pickup as Tennessee approaching Joey Sly range. This should be an interesting type of place. Charlotte Hornets back then. There it is. Press coverage up top on Van Jefferson, former Los Angeles Ram. Handoff to Spears, and Max Crosby's there again. 5-yard loss for the backup, and a guardian cap is not going to protect him very much from hits like that. Keep chewing that clock there, doing that, and then some. Holy cow. Been a very lengthy drive again for Tennessee, and they still have a couple of downs to go here, up a field goal. See if it lasts, though. Crosby again in his element. Left one-on-one. Ward with limited time, steps and delivers, caught by Pollard. The wear and tear has got to be up there right now for 20. Cam Ward over 300 yards passing today, though. What a game. Probably the best of the year, if not the second best for Cam Ward. I know that game against Houston was pretty good. Did have a pick 6, though. Kind of hurt his stats. The Bo Jackson kicks. Wow. What a fit. That's fire. Meaningful third down here. Just inside a field goal range, and Ward loses the football again, and it's scooped up by the Titans. But I'm not too sure Joey Sly can kick from 60. Mad Max again. Sack number 2, forced fumble number 1. Having a day. 2 sacks, a pass deflection, a forced fumble, and an interception. Man's got the hat trick. As a punt here from Johnny Hecker out of bounds at the 22. And the Raiders have timeouts, and only need a field goal. That was a huge moment right there. The Raiders win, just know why. It has to be Max Crosby, nobody else. Dude has saved an enormous amount of points defensively. Offensive MVP got to be Genty too. Got them sparked on that third quarter possession. Can he get them going here on 1st and 10? Makes a little bodily juke there. And an 8-yard pickup on the opening play. Raiders do have time to run the football too. Dodgers are winning. There you go. Did they end up getting swept by the Angels? I know they lost tonight. You and I were talking about that. I'm curious if they ended up getting completely swept in the whole season. 8 yards picked up there for Genty. Smith downfield on 2nd and 2, delivers a sideline ball. Trey Tucker out of bounds as well. It's a gain of 15. What a play. 3.5 to go now in regulation. In a big couple of plays coming up here. Swept San Diego after that. Well, there you go. Something to look forward to there on the bright side. As Genty again gets a block, and there goes 2 up the sideline. And he's over 100 yards rushing. This is what you would expect from a guy that absolutely should have won a share of the Heisman. I 100% think Hunter and Genty should have split it. I would have liked that. 1st and 10 again. Hand off to Genty. Up the middle. There he goes. Breaking inside the red zone. 19-yard pickup. It's time to take over. Raiders threatening to take the lead back. Yeah, I think Genty has to win the offensive MVP. 132 yards rushing on 13 carries. Unbelievable average here for Ashton Genty. And he's still without a touchdown. As Smith will step right. Throw on the run, a back across the face of the field. It's not a very good choice, but it winds up an incompletion. Genty just had to catch his breath there for a play. I don't blame him. Raheem Mostert there was the running back. I believe that was the intended target. Cubs beat the Brewers. That's a rarity. Not going to lie, Brewers have been on a takeover before that. 2nd and 10 again. Could be a rushing down here for the Raiders. Not this time, though. Smith down the middle, caught by Bowers. He's in. Touchdown. Raiders jump in front. Just before the 2-minute warning. And it is going to be scary sights in Vegas this year with Ashton Jency at running back and Brock Bowers at tight end. Vegas back ahead here at home. Great drive there from the Raiders, you know. Terrific drive. Now, can they hold defensively? Because Cam Ward's going to have a shot at a game-winning drive here with plenty of time at all up Tennessee's timeouts. Yeah, that might get him over the hump. I don't disagree. Carlson's point after crucial and good. Raiders lead is 4. 6-play, 77-yard drive in just under 2 elapsed minutes. That was a significant play right there. Had to happen, did happen. Oh, Tani went yard. That was to be expected. I'm pretty sure his odds today to go yard, I saw was plus 100. 2-to-1 odds to go yard, like one, you know what I mean? 50-50 odds on going yard is crazy, but he did, so hey, there is that. Return from the 5-yard line up to the 26. Jency deserved that 100%. If they had more time and if it wasn't second and long, he probably would have had a shot. Cam Ward back out to action. 27 of 32. 305. Wow. And even if Tennessee ends up losing a game like this, nothing to hang their head over, though. They look terrific in certain departments today, especially their offense. And for a young football team, sometimes you take the incentivized wins in seasons like this. Okonkwo in motion on a 1st and 10 to open up the drive. Dangerous ball at the back of a defender, and it winds up harmlessly incomplete. Could have gotten a little bit sketchy right there. Get the Raiders win. Oh, yeah, I don't want to keep you from dinner. Raiders got to lock in and get that stop. PI, it was probably pretty close to being called. No one mad. Very well could have been. Officials think otherwise, though. Ward steps up, throws on the run, caught by Lockett as he's pummeled. He's got over 100 yards receiving. And we have hit the 2-minute warning. Action-packed game in Vegas. 24-20. Raiders lead. Can they hang on? Tyler Lockett takes a rare big hit there as the handoff goes to the backup. Tyjae Spears, football loose, scooped up by the Raiders, and that might be it. Jeremy Chinn, Panther legend. Was Spears down, though? We'll look again. I don't know. I actually do not know. We need a second look at this one. Jeremy Chinn swoops in to play the hero. I'd love to see a second look on an actual review, because that is about as close as it gets, if you ask me. We'll have to wait and see. For now, though, it is Raider football in Daniel Carlson range, but here we go. All turnovers automatically subject to review. And this could decide the entire football game. Take a second look at Tyjae Spears on his way down. Right knee, right elbow. When does that football start coming loose? It was Crosby again. But it will not stand. The Titans maintain possession. Wow. I agree with that call, I think. Hard to tell from that angle, but I think the right knee of Spears barely got down in time. Would have been the second forced fumble from Max Crosby. Raider fans obviously unhappy the Bluebirds are out. Cameron Ward, though, back to work, incomplete, whole lot of contact, and maybe a makeup call. No marker there. Trey, you have missed a lot. I can't lie. We have had terrific football being played from both teams who have something to prove here in Week 6. Ward again empties out the backfield. Blitz coming. Open man is Van Jefferson in the clear. He is out of there. 53-yard touchdown. Number 3 for Cam Ward. Unbelievable. Titans steal the lead back with 89 seconds to go. Wow. What a block downfield as well from Tyler Lockett. Did just enough there on Jeremy Chin to turn the tide. Don't think I've ever heard so many boos, and for so many reasons. The defense, the officials, the coaching staff. You can imagine why Raider fans aren't happy here. And what I say though, 27-27 tie, going to OT. It's in the picture as Sly gives Tennessee the 3-point advantage. 5-play, 79-yard drive in 44 seconds. However, Geno Smith has been dealing. What a turn of emotions, though. What a flipping of the script. To have a fumble called back and just a couple of plays later, throw a blitz at Cam Ward, which he delivers a deep touchdown to. Unbelievable. That's nuts. Sly will kick away, and the Raiders will return from the 5-yard line out to the 27. So here is the circumstance. 125, 3 timeouts for Geno Smith, Ashton Jeanty, Brock Bowers, and company to ball out at least find field goal range. Jeanty averaging 10.1 yards per carry. Cannot even fathom how impressive that is at the NFL level. A lot of people thought it wouldn't translate from Mountain West to West Coast, but here we are. Raider offense, sick to play against. Can they keep it that way? RPO, caught by Tucker as he checks inside, and he's decked. He'll pick up 2. And this is where the clock becomes a problem. Please tell me Madden's not going to throw a perfectly good game away because of the clock. We got 20 people in here and only 10 votes in the live poll. Get your votes in, people. Coming down to the wire here in the desert. Final minute of regulation. Smith, checked out, caught. Minimal gain for Jack Besh. And the opening Raider timeout taken. 3rd and 4 at the 34. Myers out for the game? Absolutely has to have been. Yeah, he got hurt on the opening play. I thought he came back and made a catch, I'm pretty sure. But again, it could be a situation where he's shown in the huddle, and Madden 26 just substitutes him out for some reason. Couldn't tell you. Hurt on the very first play today, as there is Ashton Jeanty with the first down catch. And the Raiders take their second timeout. Crucial conversion on a 3rd and short. Raiders drive remains on go. 50 seconds now, but only down to 1 timeout. I'm getting kind of antsy here. Really hoping Madden does not have a Madden moment here. This game deserves overtime more than any other game this week. Question is, can the Raiders deliver to field goal range? A screen pass to Jeanty again. Can he get out of bounds? He cannot. And the Raiders use their final timeout. Oh. I don't like that. That tells me they are going to blow this game badly. That's not good news at all. I'm not unhappy about the type of play. Try to catch the defense on their heels. I get that. And I just want to call a timeout there. I want to let the clock run a bit. That is just me, though. Smith from the empty. 2nd and 4. 3-man rush. Check down. Caught by Bowers. That's the first. Uh-oh. I am also smelling what you're smelling. I'm smelling a really bad Madden moment, too. What up, Andy Avella? New one for Madden. Used it all timeouts like that. Yes, it is. I don't like it either. Raiders got to be careful. Cannot afford to be tackled inbounds. Up top, caught by Tucker. Out of bounds at the 43. They're going to mess it up on this play, unfortunately. Ah, darn it. Be prepared to be disappointed. That's all I've got to say. Ending the live poll here because I believe this game ends in disappointing fashion right here. Raiders have got to find a boundary. They will not. Down the middle. Pass is caught, and the game is over. Wow. Just wow. And the game of the week ends in perhaps the most stale way possible. Tennessee with the road upset, 27-24. Cameron Ward delivers the game-winning touchdown. How did they mess up a 2-minute drill so badly? How do you use 3 timeouts on back-to-back-to-back plays and then throw 2 balls? The second-to-last pass was fine. But, that ball sucked. What do you gain from that? And again, I understand if you want to throw it in the middle of the field and, get up there and spike it. If they had that animation in the game, that'd be fine. Maybe they just forgot to implement that in the game. I don't know. Shout out Ashton Jency, man. 10.1 yards per carry. Unbelievable. What a game for him. Tyler Lockett, 118 receiving. What a game. What a baller. What a game, unfortunately, comes down to a disgusting ending. Raiders easily should have had a game-tying field goal attempt. I might just take over next time and kick it. Is what it is, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed while you could. And we'll see you tomorrow for a doubleheader. Game 1, Bengals-Packers. Game 2, Pats and Saints.